Explain the problems related to first order reaction. First, the problem: a first order reaction is found to have the rate constant K equal to 5.5 into 10 to the minus 14 seconds. Find the half-life period of the reaction. In this reaction, we know the value K is equal to 5.5 into 10 to the minus 14 second inverse. Now we find out half-life period of first order reaction. We know the relation between T half and K for first order, that is T half equal to 0.693 by K value 5.5 into 10 to the power of minus 14. Its value is 0.126 into 10 to the power minus 14 seconds, or it also can be written as 1.26 into 10 to the power of 13 seconds. So here from K value we can find out the half-life period. In the same way, we take another problem. A reaction has half-life of 10 minutes. Calculate the rate constant for first order. Here half-life value is given. T half is equal to 10 minutes. Now we find out K first order, rate constant of first order. So we can write the equation K equal to 0.693 by T half, that is equal to 0.693 by T half value is 10 minutes. So the value is 0.0693. Here the unit is minutes. Now I give one homework problem, that is calculate half-life period of first order reaction whose rate constant is 200 seconds. In this problem, half-life period is given. We can calculate rate constant for first order. We use the same, we can find out T half. K value is given. So we use the formula T half is equal to 0.693 by K. 0.693 by K. Here the formula is K equal to 0.693 by T half. From T half we can find out K. From K we can find out T half for first order reaction. Now I am going to another topic, that is derivation of half-life period equation for zero order reaction. We already derived the rate constant for zero order reaction, that is K equal to A0 concentration minus A concentration by T. Here K is rate constant for zero order. Rate constant of zero order. A0 is initial concentration of the reactant. A is after T seconds the concentration of the reactant. Now for half-life, we take T equal to T half and A0 concentration equal becomes initial half of initial concentration A0 by 2. Now substitute T and A concentration values in equation 1. We get K equal to A0 concentration minus, instead of A we write A0 concentration by 2 by, instead of T we write T half. In this equation, we take A is common, then 1 minus half by T half, that is equal to 1 minus half equal to half, that is A0 concentration into multiplied by half by T half. So the equation can be written as K equal to A0 concentration by 2 multiplied with T half. This is the relation between rate constant and half-life period and initial concentration of zero order reaction. This reaction shows that we write a half-life reaction for zero order. T half is equal to A0 concentration by 2K. This is the equation for zero order reaction, half-life equation for zero order reaction. This reaction shows that the half-life of the zero order reaction is depend upon the initial concentration of the reactant, that is T half is directly proportional to the initial concentration of the reactant. We cannot find out by knowing the K value of zero order, rate constant of zero order. We must also know the value of initial concentration of the reactant, then only you can find out the half-life of the zero order reaction. That is half-life of the zero order reaction is depend upon the initial concentration of the reactant. But first order reaction half-life period is independent of initial concentration of the reactant. Now I am going to another subtopic, that is pseudo first order. Pseudo first order reaction. Now the definition is those reactions which are not truly first order. Under certain conditions they becomes first order reactions. That reactions are called pseudo first order reaction. Now I explain with one example. A plus B gives product. Now we write rate equation for the above equation. Rate is proportional to A concentration power 1, B concentration power 1. Now for this equation the order is 2. But if the quantity of now I write repeat the same equation. A plus B gives product. If the concentration of A is very less, the quantity of B is present in excess. Any reactant which is present in excess quantity, the concentration of that reactant remains constant for whole of the reaction. So that reactant cannot affect the rate of reaction. That the order of that reactant becomes 0. In this equation, A plus B gives product. In this A reactant is present in less quantity, B reactant is present in excess. So the B cannot alter the rate of reaction. Its order becomes 0. Now I write rate. For this equation, rate is proportional to A power concentration 1, B becomes 0. So the order is 1. Actually the order is 2. But under certain conditions, the conditions are here A reactant is less in quantity, B is in excess in quantity. So the reactant which is present in excess, the order becomes 0. That cannot alter the rate of reaction. That is why the order becomes, instead of 2, the order becomes 1. So it is the pseudo first order reaction. Pseudo means false. False first order reaction. Now I take examples for pseudo first order. Hydrolysis of ethyl acetate in acidic medium. I write the equation for that. CH3COO C2H5 hydrolyzed with water in presence of acidic medium, we get acetic acid CH3COOH plus C2H5OH. In this reaction, water is present in excess quantity. Now rate is proportional to CH3COO C2H5 power 1. H2O order becomes 0. So order is 1. Actually its order should be 2, but because of the water is in excess quantity, it cannot alter the rate of reaction. Its order becomes 0. That is why the order of this reaction is 1. I give another example. Inversion of sugar. That is, I write equation for this. C12H22O11. In presence of hydrolyzed, in presence of acid, we get C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. Same formula. One is glucose, another one is fructose. Here also the water is present in excess, so the rate of reaction can be written as rate is proportional to C12H22O11 power 1. H2 order becomes 0, so order is 1. So it is also pseudo first order reaction.